converting it to the library classified for the executing in the Android mobile OS. And in library you can see there is a surface manager. A surface manager is used for the surfacing, means you are touching all the device are touching. So that's why you need a surface manager for the getting the coordinates of the touch you are doing, and also the UI are both connected with them. And media frameworks. Next, in media frameworks is needed for the all the files like MP3 and MP4, AAC, and there are H.2.34 also. And next is the SQLite. All you are aware about the database system. Okay, so Android also need the database for the storing the information. So it is a lightweighted than you are using database. It has some limitation. There is a 2:64 rows that can be supported, and also SQLite database is the RDBMS, that relational database, and it is lightweighted. And another is OpenGIS. This is a API used for the game programming. Whenever you need a high graphics processing and the GPU graphics processing unit used, so that's by using that library support you can make a game by using that. And another is a free type. In the free type there is a using for the scaling the images and all the graphics images. And the next is a WebKit. WebKit is nothing but the engine optimized for the internet use, means the web view. And whenever you use the your Android mobile OS, Android mobile browser, so it's behind that there, and that is a WebKit 2.0 version now uses. And the SGL is used for the 2D and the 3D graphics used for. And SSL, you need a SSL for the secure communication. And next is lib library, BSD provided library for the C. And third abstract level is a application framework. These are the activity manager. The activity manager manages your all application which are the running in Android. There are multiple running applications, so that it's all handled by the activity manager. And window manager, window manager handle when the another you are going through the navigate to the one application to another, and also playing in only one application. So it's whenever the any pop-ups or you are going to one to another, so that will be handled by the window manager. And content provider, as I told you, content provider is used for the share memory. As I said, Facebook is using your sync for the contacts which are stored in your mobile. So that concept will be done by the content provider, because content provider has the effect of the sharing your data within another application. And view system. Now view system, as an Android have the UI. So for the UI based issue, we need the view system. And next, the package manager. The package manager managing the different packages which are you use in your application within the API also. And next is the telephone manager. As all mobiles need a GSM and also the 3G and Wi-Fi, so that's all handling by the telephone manager. And next is resource manager. A resource manager is used for when you use your application. When you try to build Android application, there are images predefined you need to use in your application. So that's all can be done by the resource manager. And next is the location manager. Now all the you know about the GPS system in mobiles. So on Android all mobile has support the GPS system, and they are in Android OS there is a preloaded maps application. So whenever you use that, you can find your current location, and also manage the two different from current location to next location. Also you can draw the path, shortest path by the getting the latitude longitude from the Google Web Service. And the next is notification manager. Notification manager, you can see that in the status bar top, when you drag it, there is a notification. So it's needed for the your user notify. It means the anything new happen in your OS, like a message coming or any other any of your application need to be the update by the Android market. So it will the pop up your pop-ups in the notification manager. And last is the application. Android and have the home screen, which you can just swipe by 1 to 10. There is a virtually 3 or 4 layer, and the next is contact and phone and browser. Okay, next please.
Right now you are going to see this one, but if you are not implementing this in real world, means making your program and all that, you will not understand. This is the thing that after you are programming up, then it will be easily catch with you. So किसी को कुछ पता नहीं चलता हो, then you can ask.
मतलब एक्सपर्ट लेक्चर का मतलब क्या रहता है कि आपको समझ में आना चाहिए. यदि ये सब कुछ ओवर हो रहा है, then you freely ask the questions. Like इसमें से कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आया, like SQLite क्या है, कर्नल क्या है, SSL क्या है, then you freely ask कि मुझे पता नहीं चला. क्योंकि जितने बंदे क्वेश्चन करेंगे तो बाकी को जिनको पता नहीं है उनको भी पता चलेगा कि इसका मतलब ये है. ऐसा नहीं यहाँ पे सर, क्योंकि मैं भी जब कॉलेज में था तो ऐसे ही होता था, जाता था पीछे जाके सो जाता था, राइट. लेकिन ये कोई मतलब नहीं है. यहाँ पर कॉलेज इतना टाइम दे रही है आपको और इतना एक्स्ट्रा लेक्चर हम यहाँ पर आए, तो इसका मतलब आपको समझ में आना चाहिए. कोई भी लैंग्वेज में आप समझो, जैसे भी समझना चाहते हो, रियल एग्जाम्पल में समझना चाहते हो, जैसे भी आप क्वेश्चन करो, जो समझ में नहीं आता क्वेश्चन करो, बिंदा से आपको आंसर दे देंगे किसी भी तरह पे, जैसे आप समझ सकते. ठीक है.
Anyone have queries for the Android?